So let's talk about the Trump Pleiadian connection, the Q Pleiadian connection. I know you have some.
Oh,
I know you have something to say about that, Jermaine, and I want to hear it because I think a lot of us suspect that this is the case.
the stuff about the Trump being connected, it's starting to make sense. When you look at all the cabinet posts, it started making sense when you read all that. Instead of looking at the Q drop, eventually when you read it, it start making sense. So you start understanding all this logic. So you look at the cabinet post, go back look at his past post where he was talking about that. It started making sense because you start seeing patterns. The 3 stars that was in the Q drop. Then you had the way Q was talking. Wait till you find out who been talking to you here. And everybody was thinking it was JFK Jr., but it probably a Palladian,
Yeah.
And then the interview Laura did with Stuart Swallow.
Absolutely, yes.
That talked about the
Yeah, Stuart Swallow said there was 9 people involved in the Q team, 6 of which were high-ranking generals and former intel agents, and 3 of which were ETs. And I think he even broke it down to 2 Palladian and.
I don't know if he developed it.
Did he break it down? No, but he said 3 ETs that were part of the Q team, 9 people. This was Stuart Swidlow. He did an interview with Laura Eisenhower.
Y'all haven't seen that?
I mean, take all information like that with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? But it does match up to what a lot of people do suspect, that there has to be some sort of ET presence involved with the Q team somehow, and they've always said less than 10, so I guess the number would match up at 9, so.
Yeah. And there definitely seems to be some type of a galactic presence assisting the military as well. I think at this point, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Absolutely, and of course the patents that they're talking about,
Yeah, that's what Dave Wilcock did. He's been absent for months, and then he did a whole YouTube, the amazing production. He was talking about the patents. Now you look at all those patents, they all describe something that a starship would need to operate safely in deep space. I mean, you got the propulsion system, you got the shield technology, because it talks about electromagnetic shields. I'm talking about the shields in Star Trek, shields up. That's what they're talking about. Shields up. So you got anti-gravity, and then you got different theories, because I know some theories talking about jumping into hyperspace and stuff that a lot of people don't even know about. I don't even think Jordan Safety knows about this, because I ain't never heard him talk about. It's called Heinz quantum gravity hyperspace theory. This is another thing people miss. The Saturday Pentagon that was hit was the Office of Naval Intelligence. Well, who is the Office of Naval Intelligence? Well, the Office of Naval Intelligence is the one running Solar Warning.
Yep.
So that's the alliance. That's the core of the alliance. That's the reason we got a Q and everything going on. They got alliance with the Palladian group, the Nordics. This is what Kavanaugh talks about. The Palladians help the Navy build a Starfleet. This is what William Taubman talks about.
Well, David Wilcock did a presentation on the origin of this alliance.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
He says,
really
"Yeah, it's great." It was at Contact. I was actually there. It was.
I was there too. I was there.
Yeah,
I was there in person too.
Yeah, that was great. But this alliance has been at it for a while, man. So this finally coming to fruition, man. It's wonderful, and also the lines behind, like I said, those patents that are coming out. Those patents alone, and there's an article that goes along with it saying that these things are in operation. These are operational patents,
But Dave Wilcock pointed out on his YouTube special.
Absolutely. So I mean, why wouldn't that? Even people. I mean, there's so many people who call themselves intelligent and like to research frivolous things. This is something that is monumental. The fact that we have anti-gravity craft and free energy, you know what I mean? And they have patents for it, and the Navy says it's operational. Yet it's still crickets,
And we stuck in traffic. Why are we still stuck in traffic knowing this?
It's literally
get up and fly.
World-changing, revolutionary stuff.
Absolutely.
Sitting right there for anyone to see.
Yeah.